Mr. Hammond has been accused of being a traitor and saboteur after claiming he would not be prepared to spend extra money on a no-deal Brexit scenario. Speaking in front of the Treasury Select Committee, Mr. Hammond also echoed his predecessor George Osborne's Project Fear campaign, insisting that flights to the UK from Europe would stop overnight if there was no deal. The Chancellor's comments left Hartley-Brewer enraged, with the outspoken commentator suggesting Mr. Hammond should be tried for treason for his actions. During an interview with Politics UK, Hartley-Brewer told Politics UK this is a man who is now in the role of Chancellor, the second most powerful person in the country, who is undermining Britain's interests at the current time. Politics UK C4 News Julia Hartley-Brewer says Philip Hammond should be tried for treason over latest Brexit criticism. Forget sacking him. I think he should be tried for treason. Julia Hartley-Brewer, he's a Remain voter, that's fine. There were perfectly good reasons to vote for Remain and perfectly good reasons to vote Leave. I respect anyone for how they voted, but we're all Brexiteers now, and if you're in a government that has the policy to carry out Brexit and get the best deal for Britain, you need to be working towards that. When you as the Chancellor say we're not really going to prepare for anything, that costs money, and you constantly undermine Britain's negotiating position, you are acting against British interests. Forget sacking him. I think he should be tried for treason. Hartley-Brewer has not been the only open critic of the Chancellor. Lord Nigel Lawson, who served as Chancellor to Margaret Thatcher, called on Theresa May to sack Mr. Hammond. Speaking earlier this week on BBC Two's Daily Politics, Nigel Lawson, who served as Chancellor to Margaret Thatcher between 1983 and 1989, called on the Prime Minister to sack Hammond. The party veteran said Hammond was a complete fanatic, and when asked whether he believes he should remain as Chancellor, Lord Lawson said, "I fear not. I fear that he is unhelpful." Mr. Hammond was also forced into a humiliating climb down after branding the EU the enemy, during an interview in Washington. Monday, January 16, 2017, the Chancellor was forced into the apology after he claimed the Tories were united in their Brexit approach and should instead be focused on the real enemy rather than fighting amongst themselves. Writing on Twitter, Mr. Hammond said in an interview today, "I was making the point that we must be united at home. I regret I used a poor choice of words." He added, "We will work with our friends and partners in the EU on a mutually beneficial Brexit deal. 9 Mishir.